Have you ever found yourself in a place where you were broke, wasn't sure what the next steps were, wasn't really sure what even God had planned for you? That's kind of where I found myself 10 years ago. We were trying to decide what's next. What do we do next? We weren't really sure. We had spent 17 years in full-time ministry. We had nothing in the bank account. We were in debt. We had no plans for the future. I don't have a college degree, so I didn't have anything necessarily to fall back on. And I decided, hey, I want to figure out a way to do ministry without taking a paycheck. That was 10 years ago. We were in Colorado. We were trying to figure out, okay, what's the next steps? So I ended up picking up the phone, calling my dad and saying, hey, Dad, not sure if you can help us or not, but basically we don't have money to move. We didn't have money for a down payment or a deposit for rent. We were hurting. We were trying to figure out what those next steps were. I had a young daughter that was a junior in high school at the time, and I really just wasn't sure what's next. And then I decided, let's go do this business. Let's try to figure out a business that we can go do where we can do basically ministry without taking a paycheck. We can go create something that would allow us to be able to do ministry work and not have to be tied to anything. Fast forward, we get some money, we go to Texas, we start one business, and for long, not only did that business get started, but that formed what now is Rock Consulting, another business that I have. That business then started to grow so fast that within probably about 7 months, we were doing $10,000 a month, and then 15, and then 20, and 25, and 30, and 35. And within a year, we were averaging $35,000, $40,000 a month. And then all of a sudden, we hit this massive client about a year and a half in, a $45,000 a month client that just boosted us to 80, 90, 100K months. It was wild. It was a wild ride. I had never made more than $50,000 as CEO of a children's home, and here I was making that much money in a month in our business. It was nuts. I didn't know what to do. That led us down a journey. So that was 10 years ago. 5 years ago, people were asking me, hey, how do you do this? How do you do this, Cory? Is this something that you can teach me how to do? We'd love to be able to do the same thing, because they saw us going and doing ministry work and being able to be involved in our kids' life and being able to pay for our kids' college with cash and being able to do things that I would have never dreamed of doing 10 years ago. And then all of a sudden, boom, we start another training course. That training course does $1 million in the first 6 months that we're in business. And then it went on to do 8 figures in the last 5 years. Now, the last few months, I've started something that I just honestly wasn't expecting to do. It's called Eforge. And Eforge is something that's even bigger. Something that's, for me, I'm more passionate about it than maybe I've been passionate about anything in the last few years, because we've started an epoxy company. We started another training company. I have 3 or 4 other businesses that we run. Out of all of those companies and everything I've done, Eforge is one of those that just really gets me excited, because it allows me to coach and teach and train and take all of these things that I've done, the mistakes and the good stuff, and put it all together and say, hey, look, let me help you to scale your business and scale it while you're growing, while you're not only expanding, but you're pushing the limits, so that you may be able to go do ministry without taking a paycheck, or you may be able to bless your family in ways, or leave a legacy, or buy that house, or do the thing, whatever the thing is, take care of health needs that are done, or take care of your family, or your parents, or whatever it may be. That's literally what's pushing me right now to make Eforge more and more and more effective. And that's really kind of where I came from. So 17 years of full-time ministry, flat broke, at 40, starting completely over, to now basically running 8 figures in the last 10 years through businesses, and forming a community now that will allow others to be able to learn from the experiences that I've had and to be able to take it to that next level. We've already had students that have gone 5-fold in just the 2 or 3 months they've been in Eforge. That's who I am. That's Cory Long. I still do ministry. I still am very involved in college ministry. We still travel. We traveled for 4.5 years in an RV. We still have the RV, and we're talking about doing some more traveling again. We go to camps and churches and children's homes and just go bless them. That's what we wanted to be able to do, doing ministry without taking a paycheck. That's what we wanted to be able to do.